Hi there, welcome to Balsamic Moon Tarot. If you are a first-time viewer, thank you for joining, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Welcome. I'm here with another pick a card reading. We are going to ask the cards what is is it is or are I'm like, I don't know my grammar. What's the good news coming your way in the next 2 weeks, I would say. So this is a timeless reading. From the point you're watching this video is the prediction is going to be in the next couple weeks. The good news that's coming your way. What is going to make you happy, make you excited, surprise you because it was unexpected, just, you know, anything and everything possibly awesome that is going to happen to you or be shared with you. Okay, we have 3 cards already pulled out here, so let's turn them over. Simplicity for pile 1. Simplicity. Beautiful card there. For pile 2, you have community. Okay. I love that card too. It's so interesting how cards will be repeated over some period of time. And potential, wow. So these are the 3 cards. Pile 1, simplicity. Pile 2, community. And pile 3, potential. What is the good news coming your way in the next 2 weeks? Feel free to skip ahead to your reading. The timestamps are in the description box below. See you there. Thank you. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You selected the card Simplicity with this very lovely, simple, single white feather floating in the air with a beautiful sky behind it. So it seems like you are definitely hoping for some, not just clarity, but to also have a clear, I feel like you've had some confusing and conflicting information, and so you want some simplicity in the information you're getting, probably to help you make a decision, and maybe to help you maybe because you need to make this decision, you want to feel really good about it, but I think maybe you've been stuck in over-analysis mode. So if that is resonating with you, this is definitely your reading. Let's see what the good news is coming your way soon. Wow, you have the sword. Okay, excellent. Definitely decisive energy here, clarity, a sense of victory too, sense of accomplishment, also just feeling like, you're right, you know, an aha moment, like a strong validation of your instincts and your intuition. Let's see what else we have. Wow, we have the lonely journey of the priestess. So you've definitely been you've been not just learning a lot and absorbing information, but you've really been pondering. You've been in this heavy state of contemplation and reflection. And I think you've been also hoping so much for the people around you, like really hoping, really being in touch with what they're going through, and caring about them, even without them knowing, just being very invested in all the people around you doing well and, you know, surviving and thriving. Like, I think you've been very concerned with the people in your family or your community. You've had some, you know, very big worries. Maybe even there's been a personal crisis that has, you know, come to a head. But let's see what the other cards say. So you have the 9 of Swords here, which is definitely confirming what I was just saying, but look at that, it's followed by the Fool. So this is beautiful and wonderful energy here. This is saying all your worries will be cleared away. And that is the good news here. The good news is that everything that you are so stressed out about, it's all going to settle down. You're going to have some answers finally, maybe some certainty. You're going to have choices to make where the choices will be much clearer, and that's going to make you feel so much better, so much more relieved. You're going to feel relief. Okay, so the final 3 cards, we have the 3 of Wands here. We have the 8 of Swords. And we have Justice. Wow. So seriously, this is just such a clear message. The cards are really supporting each other and really emphasizing here that whatever you are worried about right now, whatever you're finding to be confusing and conflicting information and all this unsettled feeling and analysis paralysis, it's going to be settled. A matter is going to be settled without a doubt. Like unambiguously settled, cleared. I just got an image in my head. It was literally like, okay, it's sort of like bushwhacking, is that the word? But like someone with a machete, right, type of thing, like just literally clearing a path through like dense, heavy brush, and that path will be cleared. But also I saw it as like all these different choices in front of you, and it's really confusing you and it's making you feel overwhelmed, and then this sword is just chopping down one by one all these choices, as in these, like, you know, let's say these shoots, these bamboo shoots maybe, right? It's like they're just being chopped down and falling by the wayside, and now there's just like one thing that's left, or, you know, 2 things that are left, and like just having that sense of relief that, okay, now I know, now I get it, now I know what to do, because the irrelevant information has been cleared out. And with the 3 of Wands, the good news, so there's good news here in that whatever is going to happen, whatever development is happening in the next couple of weeks, it's going to make you excited, and remember, it's going to put you in this like very excited, hopeful, and sense of anticipation, because you're going to remember that the whole point in this journey for you, everything you did to get started here, was for a reason. Like, you had an inspiration, you had a dream, way back when, you know, when the first little seeds of this whole project or this process started, you had a lot of optimism, and you're going to feel that again. That sense of relief that comes with the clarity is also going to bring you a lot of excitement, because you're now seeing all the possibilities. The possibilities were invisible while you were stressing and overanalyzing, but with the clarity, you're now going to have a lot of ideas about the growth potential of this concern. Like, whatever you've been concerned about, you're going to be very excited at the possibilities now. So pile 1, I hope that helps you or resonates with you. I'm going to pull one more card to try to get more information here for the good news coming your way. Let's see what we can get from this oracle card. Sing your own song. Wow, that's really cool. Look at this cute little bird. So if you're a musician, if you are involved in music in any way, this is a strong confirmation. This is also about, oh gosh, what was that saying? I just had it in my head. Singing, well, another thing I just heard is singing your praises. I think that you're going to get a lot of admiration coming your way as well. There's something you do that's very unique. You do it in a very unique way, and you're going to get even maybe an award for it, something like that. But someone's going to acknowledge that you have a very powerful voice. I mean, the way you express yourself through your work is, it's like you have a signature, you have a mark, and it shows in your work. And so the clarity and this simplicity here, and this clarity, and even the Fool card, right? It's going to be a sense of relief, a sense of clearing the decks, and also a sense of accomplishment. You're going to feel like that validation that comes with doing what you knew, doing what you know is right, following your instincts, following your intuition, and having that validation that, you know, sticking to your guns, and just, even when it was hard, right? Even when it was difficult to do that, you still did it. And so this is really strong validation and very strong a sense of appreciation for your unique abilities and gifts here. It may not be everyone that you impress, but the people you do impress, the people who do appreciate you, you're gonna feel very special because of that, because they're people who you really have respect for. And I think that's showing here with the lonely journey of the priestess as well. It's like there's some level of quality or craftsmanship that you do, or that you put into what you do, and that is going to be recognized. So pile one, very cool news, very good news for you. I'm excited. You know, send an update if this is your reading. Like, I would love to hear how this has impacted you, or how this relates to you. So take care, pile one. Thank you for joining. And if this helped you, please click the like and subscribe buttons. That definitely helps me to keep this channel going. Thank you so much. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. You selected the card for community, with this beautiful image of a forest, a rainbow cutting through the forest and shining down into the forest floor here, right? So we see the woods, we see the rainbow, we see these butterflies. I got a sense when I was first tapping into your energy that perhaps you're in a school or some kind of program. So maybe, if you know, maybe some of you are in a community of scholars, maybe even apprenticing in some way, but I feel like you have a lot of peers around you, and you're all sort of striving for the same goal. And I'm also getting a sense that you're quite supportive of each other, that there's not a lot of competition here, because you share a lot of the same values. What you're striving to do together is very idealistic. So if that's resonating with you, then definitely watch on. But for others of you, you know, I'm not sure. Let's pull the cards. Let's see these cards, and let's see what I can get from them. So we have Cosmic Exploration. Wow. Yeah, I wonder if some of you are even like learning about like in the sciences, in the STEM field, maybe learning astronomy, maybe learning something very, even something very theoretical. We have Labyrinth. Whoa, okay, so you've got, I don't know if you can really see that, but this is showing someone sleeping, and it seems like this is like a dream cloud. But there's a symbol of the labyrinth there, like portals. So that's really interesting. Let's see. Oh my goodness, the Nine of Swords. This came out in pile one. Wow, I feel like a lot of you are, a lot of us are kind of consumed with concerns right now, and really trying to solve a problem, really trying to think something through. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been working very hard. Three of Wands. Wow. Pile one also got Three of Wands from a different deck. The King of Wands. Very cool. And then I actually have a few more cards here, and I want to make sure that they all fit. Let me scooch everything over. I'm going to go ahead and do this and this. We have the Death card. We have the Strength card. And we have the Chariot. Wow, 3 major arcana cards came out from this deck for you. So pile 2, the good news coming your way. You've got something major. Let me just take a moment because I really want to tap into as much detailed information as I can. Okay, I got one very specific message. I think some of you have applied for some kind of grant or funding, which would enable you to do research that involves travel. So I feel like some of you need to do your goal is to do some kind of field work or travel to another facility or another place where you can get some really interesting work done. And this requires funding, and you've applied for the funding, but you've just been waiting to hear back about it. And so I think for some of you, the good news is that you're actually going to get this funding, and it is going to set you on this journey of exploration and travel that you've been so hard, like just really wanting. And you've worked so hard to get to this moment, and by doing this, you're actually opening up a whole new chapter in your life. This is going to be a huge step for you. It's going to be a big leveling up and a big transformation. And we see that with this Death card, where the butterfly is a motif resonating with the Community card. So you are getting singled out as having a lot of support for this transformation or this transition. And see, the Chariot is a card of victory. It's also a card of movement and travel and advancement. And then you have the King of Wands, which is like, you know, the king, okay? Mastery over growth and opportunities. And even with travel, like somebody who is successfully who's a successful networker, someone who has a wide field in which he works, okay? And you're opening that up. See, 3 of Wands, King of Wands. You're leveling up in a way where you are now, your network is going to be much more expansive, or even just literally where you work, that field work, that research is going to be like a much larger scope, and it's going to expand. Now, the 8 of Pentacles, you've been so hard at work on this. It's almost like you've been, wow, it's almost like you've been hard at work in this, that you didn't even have so much time to stress about it, but the stress was there. And the stress was there because you probably had very intense dreams. You probably had like restless nights, you know, just had a hard time resting, getting rest these days. But this is all going to, there's going to be a very big shift here, and it's going to be a lot. I mean, I don't think you should be intimidated by what will be asked of you, because you're gonna be asked to do a lot, but you're gonna be ready for it. So we see the Strength card. You know, you have been doing all the things that would prepare you for this moment. So you're strong, you're capable, you are blowing the competition out of the water is also what I hear. So yeah, it's kind of been a no-brainer for you to get this funding. It was really not hard for the decision to be made on the other end of this, but that's the good news for you, pile 2. Very specific here, but you know, I do try to get as specific as possible so that the message goes to that whoever is supposed to get the message gets as much information as they can. But you know, let me see what else this could be, if there's other messages here for other people. In terms of the good news, and again, you can take that, you know, that may resonate with you in a different way, right? Like this, the overall theme here is that there is some kind of opportunity that you've been working towards. You've been doing your best to prepare yourself for this next stage in growth. And you're going to get, the good news is that you're going to get the green light, and you're going to be able to level up to this wider scope of activity, this bigger scope of work. It's going to be more work for you, but it's also going to be very exciting for you because it's exactly what you have been preparing for. You know, like you weren't working your ass off just to be toiling away in some little box, okay? You've been working your ass off, I'm sorry, your butt. You've been working your butt off because you really want to be out there. You know, you want to do, you don't want to be the big fish in the small pond. You'd rather be the little fish in the big pond. You want to move around. You want to be able to see all the things, do all the things. So there's that level of mobility here is what I'm trying to say. That upward mobility is coming for you. Pile 2, that's what's coming for you. And with the Labyrinth and the Nine of Swords, like, you've probably had some doubts, you've had some you know, things from the past, like negative experiences from the past come up, and maybe been worried, like, what if, you know, what if this was all for nothing? And that's going to be put to rest here. But here's the thing, it's going to be put to rest, but you're not really going to get a moment to rest. You're not really going to get the chance to take some time off. So I think this is, you know, on the one hand is exciting for you because maybe you don't like to rest, but it's also just just a, I guess, a heads up that the change, once it happens, it is going to move things quickly. So the more you prepare for it, the better off you'll be. Okay, like if you need to settle some things, some practical things in your life, like maybe you have some open-ended obligations or something like that, now's the time to wrap them up. Now's the time to settle things up and not have so much kind of open ends in your life. Like really tie up the loose ends and get your focus on this one goal that you've been working hard on, you know, for a while now. But like, get more of your focus onto this goal and just be prepared for that success. Assume that you will be successful. And, you know, I'm seeing this leveling up. Now, if maybe it doesn't happen in the way you expect, maybe it's not, maybe you applied for a grant and you don't get the grant. But you know, what this message is about is still saying there's still good news and there's still some opportunity coming your way that's going to enable you to widen your scope of activity, right? Enable you to travel or move or just like be, leverage more resources, just have more support. Okay, so that's the good news for you, pile 2. Thank you for being here. Really great energy that you brought today. And if this helps you out, please click the like and subscribe buttons or share in the comments. I love to hear about how this is impacting people, and it definitely keeps the channel going. Thank you so much, pile 2. Take care. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You selected the card for Potential, which features a wow, features a dormant volcano in the night sky, and the night sky behind it. A starry night sky shows the Milky Way ascending behind this volcano. Very powerful image here, and it's really showing how the power of the cosmos, the universe, is just focused at this peak, right? So there's a lot of anticipation here. At some point, your power, which has felt dormant or it's been invisible, it's going to be very visible soon. So you are working your way up to this like catalyst, this cataclysmic, is that the word? You're working your way up to this very powerful moment of release. Okay, let's see what the cards say. Good news coming your way in the next 2 weeks. Okay, yeah, I'll start it this way. Let's go with the 5 of Swords here. We have the 4 of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. Wow, beautiful. We have the Strength card. Wow. This also showed up in pile 2. We have Left Out with the Wolves as an oracle card here. Visions. Whoa, look at this. Beautiful card. Laughing and crying. Wow, I need to look this up. That is very interesting card. We have the Lovers card. Beautiful energy. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, I have 2 more cards here that I need to make room for. So let me just scooch this over. And then we're going to do this. And then this. And then this. There we go. The Lovers, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Wands, and the 6 of Pentacles. Lovely energy there. Wow. I'm just going to pause to take a look at the guidebook for this card here. Pile 3, wow. Your good news. This is, I think this is related to a relationship. Or it's about relationships, multiple. It's about your relationships to others in general, and how there is an emotional, very deep emotionality in you, very deep sensitivity in you. And there's good news about some kind of, wow, some kind of catharsis, emotional catharsis. And I think that you've been struggling to be independent, to practice independence, and you've been feeling a little bit unsupported. Maybe you've been working hard, and you know, you've been trying your best to help others, but you don't feel like it's been reciprocated. Maybe you've even had some trust issues get triggered recently. And you've encountered some people who've been sort of selfish with their energy, selfish with their time. Now, you yourself, so I'm seeing the Queen of Cups in this Strength card as you. You are very sensitive, but that does not mean you're weak. That doesn't mean you're passive. You just are gifted. And that's the thing. This is a gift. And not everyone is going to recognize your gift. But that doesn't mean you should devalue it. So the good news here is about you really stepping into the power of your gifts of sensitivity. You have an incredible gift for for artistry. That intuition of yours helps you imagine and elaborate. I'm hearing the word elaborate for some reason, but there's just like a sensitivity. It's energetic. It's like you may not even be someone who expresses these things explicitly, but your energy itself has this very powerful influence. Okay, you are an energy worker, and the influence you have on others is there. They may not know what to do with it. They may be confused themselves, but that's not your responsibility. You cannot change other people. You can influence your surroundings, but you can't, there's free will, so you can't change what people do. You can't determine what people do. You can only determine what you do. And I think there's going to be a good news moment where you really feel empowered and strong and just healthy. I'm like, question mark. Like, yeah, but that's the thing. You feel vibrant. And you feel like that that wonderful epiphany that you're not meant to be anyone else. You're not meant to change who you are. You're meant to be exactly who you are, even as confusing as it is for you at times. You're meant to be exactly who you are. Now let's go into these cards, okay? We have the Lovers card. We have the Hanged Man. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So, you know, you might have a partner here. You might have a relationship here with someone that has felt a bit like it's in a holding pattern, or it's been stalling. Now, there's going to be a beautiful moment of reawakening here. Revitalizing the desire, revitalizing the magnetism, the attraction, and it's going to feel very balanced. You're going to, your lover may even do an act of service for you that makes you feel really cared for, and you know that the sensitivity you've shown them is going to feel returned. It's going to be returned. So that's beautiful. Now we also have visions, laughing and crying left out. So these cards here are showing me that, again, the artistry you have, like you have this wonderful imagination or this wonderful aesthetic or sensitivity, and you're going to get to really play with that. Like you're going to have an opportunity to either express it or just revel in it. And it's interesting because this card, left out with the wolves, is showing me how courage is needed. You know, you're a sensitive being and you've been around people who are not very sensitive, or perhaps just their own circumstances has really brought out the worst in them. But you've retained your sensitivity while learning how to be stronger in yourself, learning how to have these boundaries. Now that's beautiful. That's some really good news here. Your boundaries are going to strengthen, probably because you're going to find a way to process your own emotional confusion. Like you're going to have some cathartic moment. You might even be inspired by somebody else. Maybe there is some kind of art or music or movie, like cinema, like something is going to inspire you as well. Maybe really make you feel heard and seen. But yeah, there's beautiful, creative, artistic energy coming through here. So pile 3, I feel like you have a bunch of good news, but overall the good news is that you will feel accepted, maybe not by another person, but definitely by yourself. You're going to feel a new sense of, a fresh sense of purpose, because you accept, you embrace your special, unique gifts of sensitivity. Okay, that's the good news. Now I think that's going to be felt and experienced in a number of little ways. But you're going to really come out of this experience stronger and just more fortified. So the good news is also about, you know, here's the Ace of Wands. It's about that awakening to oneself and feeling stronger and fortified. I even wonder if you may have some physical issue that is going to be improved. Okay, maybe you're going to have more energy, physical energy. Maybe you're going to you know, change your diet or lifestyle in a way that gives you more energy, or just that shift is going to be feeling more organic and natural for you. It's not going to feel forced. You're just going to go with the flow and go with your intuition and figure that out for yourself. That's also a possibility. But wow, pile 3, overall, lots of great things that are sort of converging here that really strengthen your whole sense of purpose. And with potential being the card you selected, I think that, you know, you are recognizing your own potential, and you're gonna stop denying yourself. Yeah, that's it, right? It's like you're gonna stop downplaying and denying who you are, what you're capable of, and what your gifts are. So pile 3, I think that's beautiful. I think, you know, I'm excited for you. You're such the Queen of Cups. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, that your emotional, you know, gifts are somehow wrong or misplaced. Okay, you've got your own sensitivities, and we need them out in the world. We need them to be expressed. however you feel right in doing that. We need that out in the world. So thank you, pile 3 for being here. Take care. If this was helpful, please click the like and subscribe buttons. I would love to hear from you. And, you know, if you want to share in the comments, I would love to hear how this resonates for you. Take care, pile 3. Thank you.